What is going on, everybody? My name is Japes, and today you're going to be getting some FIFA 13 gameplay in the background. If you saw some stuff right there, you'll be able to see some of the teams if you were paying attention closely. I'm going to be using Chelsea, and as a Bayern fan, that's still a little bit rough. And I believe I'm playing against Kazooie in this match, though I'm not totally sure. He's going to be using Manchester United. And Chelsea, I'll go into them overall. They're a very, very strong side, and they have some very skill-oriented players, but I could not find the right formation to make them tick. So I'll have to play around with them again a little bit more. And Manchester United I've used as well and really didn't find the right formation to get them going either. So it's one of those things that we'll just have to say. This isn't an overly exciting match of FIFA 13, but it is something in the background nonetheless, and still you get to see a little bit more gameplay. This is one of the first matches that I did play at the FIFA 13 community event in Guildford, England. So you will see failed first touches. You will see a lot of the stuff that just doesn't look as crisp and clean as some of the other gameplay. And that's really kind of what I want to get into today. How best to transition to FIFA 13. And now the first thing, and this is essentially commandment number 1 of the tips that I'm going to give you. It's thou shalt not hold right trigger, R2 or sprint or whatever button it is for you when receiving a pass. If you hold sprint while receiving a pass, more than likely your touch is going to go 5+ yards away from you and you are going to lose the ball. There was one time at the FIFA 13 event when I was playing against Phil Pato, and he took a magic first touch off the right trigger straight between two defenders and was in on goal. I asked him, Phil, did you mean to do that? The answer was no. So that's a beautiful goal though from Eden Hazard. To do that, you simply do a fake shot, not in a specific direction. I don't believe that you need to hold left trigger, and you will fake your opponent out of his little pants. So that is the first thing that I wanted to go into as far as a tip, is thou shalt not hold right trigger. Now the next thing is boils down to defending, and this is going to be a little bit different because you're going to be playing against the computer. It basically boils down to the fact that you cannot consistently hold second man contain and expect your defense to keep its shape. Now this is kind of one of those things that people are going to have to learn by trial and error. If you are holding second man contain and want to continue holding it, you are going to need to continually switch players to cover the gaps in your defense that are created. This is quite a difficult thing to do, and the computer AI will odds out take advantage of it. The next thing that we're going to get into is basically how I go about trying FIFA games from the get-go. The first thing that I will generally try to do is play on a lower difficulty, and this is something that you'll want to try to give a shot with the demo, and it's basically to find out what you can and cannot get away with, and this is in terms of shooting. FIFA 13 will be an excellent thing for you guys to try with finesse shots. It's going to, before you say, oh, finesse shots are terrible or finesse shots will never go in, you can still most definitely score a finesse shot. But you're going to have to learn which situations are right, which situations are not the same as they were in FIFA 12, and how best to go about setting yourself up, or what positions are good for it, what positions are bad for it, and really get a feel for it that way. You're going to want to go in and play around with the settings and stuff, especially the semi-shooting versus assisted shooting. This is one of those things that I feel like is going to be pretty important in FIFA 13, and there are going to be a lot more semi players again, as there have been in past FIFAs. I didn't really think semi was necessary in FIFA 12, but in FIFA 13, it's definitely something that I'm going to give a much stronger play with, especially in this demo, seeing as how I will not be able to play against anybody but the AI. Actually, strike that. I think I'm going to try to get the roommates involved and maybe make a video, get their first impressions of the demo, or maybe some FIFA 13 action for you guys, to give you a different idea from, hey, somebody that's played a lot of it versus somebody that hasn't, so you guys will get a better idea of what things to look out for. Though I'm sure if you're watching this video, you've probably already played the demo or are very, very close to playing it anyway. So if that is the case, then you still might find that entertaining or something that you might want to see. But you can see the passing movement from Chelsea is quite good. They have a lot of skilled players relative to Chelsea previous years. I wasn't a huge fan of using Drogba in the last FIFA, but with the addition of Hazard, who is exceptionally good in this FIFA, Oscar is also very, very strong. Mata is still quite good, and I didn't really get to play with Marco Marin, so I cannot comment on him. Torres is still the same kind of Torres. He's going to be a very, very similar player to the way he was in FIFA 12. So I think he'll do best in a two-striker set. That is yet to be determined at this point in time. Also, if you guys have stuck it out this long with me, I do indeed appreciate it, and I will say that I've got a bit of a cold. The allergy season is kicking in for me, so that's why my voice sounds a little bit nasally and not maybe what you already used to. But as far as going over to the demo, make the most of it and make the most of your time doing it. Figure out what you can and cannot get away with. That is generally what I try to do first and foremost with any FIFA game. You can leave the difficulty setting on amateur. Your controls are still going to be the same. The only thing that's going to be different is the computer AI. So some of the shots that you take might not go in, but you're going to get a feel for, hey, I actually really think that I can hit this shot. And if you have friends around, by all means, get them to play and get them to see what will and will not work for you. You've really failed first touch right there, and that's what I'm talking about with holding sprint. If you hold left trigger, it'll actually help you out a little bit more in terms of keeping close possession. Also, play with that complete dribbling. It's left trigger, right trigger. Make the most of learning how to do that. Figure out which players are very, very good to use it with and which players are not so stellar. Everybody can do it, but some are better than others. Anyways, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this little commentary here. If you did, a like or thumbs up is always greatly appreciated. Hopefully it helped you out. And other than that, enjoy the demo. My name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time.